Welcome back to part 2 of our video on the credit verification rules. In this section, let us take a look how the credit hold works in practice. So we'll first go back to our customer profile. Here is our Emerald Bank. And in the financial workspace, in a tab, in the credit verification rules, we'll set the first type of the credit verification. That's the date past due. And I could put any number here. I know that by default, the system should place the document on hold because I am way over, right? So if I put 10 days plus 30, that's 40 days from the document posting, I can see that the first due date is actually from 6 months ago. So that's being already aging for at least 6 months in my system. All right, so let's go to the receivables workspace and we'll create a new invoice. I'll select my Emerald Bank. There we go. And already the system will tell me, right, the customer's days past due number of days has been exceeded. And if I input my details of this transaction, so I'll just put this place as a service, and I put any price, you will notice that the system automatically places this document on credit hold. So I will save this document, and this document is now on credit hold. Now, if I have appropriate role, I can go ahead and remove the credit hold. And then from here, I can release this document and post it. So the system will warn and will place the document on a credit hold, and then I can go ahead and manually lift the hold and process the transaction if I need to. All right, so that's how the days past due work. Let's go back to our customers and let's go to the customer profile and let's try the other way around, and that is setting up an actual dollar amount as a credit limit. So let's say my available credit, if the credit limit is 0, is negative 1,100, meaning there are already transactions with a total balance of 1,100, which you can see here, right? So the system actually calculates the available credit based on the credit limit amount. So if I put a credit limit of 2,000, right, you'll notice that the available credit here is $900, right? Since we already have a $1,100 balance. So technically, if I save this, if I create a transaction that is over $900, the system should place that document on hold. So let's try this out the other way around. We'll go and create a sales order. And I'll select the Emerald Bank here. There we go. In the details, I'll just select one of the inventory items here. And the unit price is 500, so I need 2 of these to get me over the $900 credit limit. And you can see that the system is telling us that the credit limit has been exceeded. Now, since this is just a sales order, I should be good to go and proceed with the sales order posting and with the shipment creation. There we go. I can confirm the shipment here. Now, the moment I hit prepare invoice, now I'm creating an invoice from this shipment. The system should place this on hold. There you go. So by default, you can see the moment the transaction got created, we are on the credit hold. And that is because we exceeded the actual credit limit. But again, I can go ahead if I want to. I can remove the credit hold and I can release this document and then just proceed with the payment processing for these invoices. All right, very good. The third option is to use the combination of both. I'm not going to test it out, but you can try that in your system. You can use the limit and also a days past due, and that will work as well. All right. Well, that is for today. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.